Hey gardeners, Kevin here. If you've ever poured your heart into your garden, you know how much every leaf, every blossom, and every sprout matters. There's a special kind of joy in watching your plants thrive, but also a unique heartbreak when things go wrong. Let's talk about that dreaded moment when you're out in your garden, maybe with your morning coffee, and you spot a yellow leaf. It's like a punch to the gut, right? That one yellow leaf can feel like the beginning of a disaster. That yellowing is called chlorosis, and it's your plant's way of waving a red flag, signaling that something's not quite right. It's almost as if your plant is trying to talk to you, asking for help. Maybe it's a nutrient issue, a watering problem, or even a sneaky pest, but whatever the cause, that yellow can spread fast. Before you know it, more leaves are affected, and you're left feeling frustrated and helpless, wondering what you did wrong. We've all been there, searching for answers online, asking fellow gardeners, and buying every fertilizer or plant food in sight, hoping for a miracle fix. Sometimes, it feels like you're just throwing money at the problem, desperate for a solution. But here's the hard truth. Most of those quick fixes are only temporary. They might green up your leaves for a week or two, but the real cause often goes untreated, lurking beneath the surface and waiting to strike again. That yellow leaf isn't just ugly. It's a sign your plant can't make enough chlorophyll, the green pigment it needs to turn sunlight into energy. Without chlorophyll, your plant can't photosynthesize properly, and its growth will stall. If you ignore it, your plant's health will spiral. Leaves will keep yellowing, growth will slow, and eventually you could lose the whole plant. It's a gardener's nightmare, and it can happen faster than you think. But what if I told you there's a way to stop yellowing in its tracks, using something you probably already have at home? No need to rush to the store or spend a fortune on fancy products. After years of trial and error, experimenting with countless remedies, I finally found a solution that's natural, effective, and practically free. It's something you can make in your own kitchen, with zero chemicals and no complicated steps. No chemicals, no expensive products, just a simple kitchen scrap that most people throw away without a second thought. It's amazing how something so ordinary can make such a big difference in your garden. Are you ready to turn what you once considered waste into pure garden gold? Trust me, your plants will thank you, and you'll never look at onion skins the same way again. Let's dive in and say goodbye to yellow leaves for good. Here's how you can transform your garden, starting today. The secret to a thriving, lush garden might be hiding in your kitchen scraps, fermented onion skin liquid. This golden elixir is a game changer for gardeners, and it all starts with something most of us throw away without a second thought. Those papery onion skins you usually toss out are actually packed with a treasure trove of nutrients: potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, copper, and powerful antioxidants like quercetin. These nutrients are essential for healthy plant growth, strong roots, and vibrant leaves. Onion skins are nature's multivitamin, just waiting to be unlocked. Our ancestors understood the value of every part of the plant, using onion skins in broths, dyes, and even as natural remedies. Today, science confirms what they knew intuitively. Onion skins are a powerhouse for both people and plants, but there's a catch. While onion skins are loaded with nutrients, those nutrients are locked away in tough, fibrous layers. Simply tossing them on the compost heap won't release their full potential. That's where fermentation comes in. By soaking onion skins in water and letting them ferment, you break down those tough fibers, releasing a rich, nutrient-dense liquid that plants can absorb almost instantly. It's like giving your garden a direct shot of vitality. This isn't just any fertilizer, it's a bioactive tonic that nourishes your plants and enriches the soil ecosystem. Beneficial microbes thrive, roots grow stronger, and your harvest becomes more abundant and resilient. And the best part, it costs nothing extra. You're already buying onions for your meals, so why not make the most of every part? Just start saving those onion skins in a jar or container on your kitchen counter. Over time, you'll have enough to brew your own batch of this powerful plant tonic. This simple habit transforms what would be kitchen waste into a valuable resource for your garden. You'll see the difference in your plants: greener leaves, stronger stems, and more robust growth. It's sustainable, organic, and incredibly easy. Anyone can do it, whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a few pots on a balcony. All it takes is a little patience and a handful of onion skins. Once you see the transformation, you'll never look at onion skins the same way again. They're not just kitchen scraps, they're the secret ingredient to a thriving garden. Ready to get started? Here's how to make your own fermented onion skin liquid and unlock the hidden power in every peel. Making fermented onion tea at home is surprisingly simple, and it's a fantastic way to turn kitchen scraps into a powerful, all-natural fertilizer for your plants. You don't need any special skills or fancy gadgets, just a few basic items you probably already have in your kitchen. Start by gathering a large glass jar with a loose-fitting lid, your saved onion skins from previous meals, and some non-chlorinated water. Using filtered or distilled water is best, since chlorine can interfere with the fermentation process. Fill the jar about halfway with dry onion skins. This usually takes the peels from 4 or 5 large onions, but you can adjust the amount depending on the size of your jar or how concentrated you want your tea. Next, pour in enough water to completely submerge the onion skins, but be sure to leave an inch or two of space at the top of the jar. This extra space is important, as it allows room for bubbling during fermentation. Gently swirl or stir the jar to make sure all the skins are thoroughly soaked. This helps kickstart the fermentation and ensures every bit of the onion skin is in contact with the water. Place the lid loosely on top of the jar. Don't screw it on tightly. Gases produced during fermentation need to escape, and a tight lid could cause pressure to build up. Now, find a cool, dark spot in your kitchen or pantry to let the jar sit undisturbed. Avoid direct sunlight, as it can disrupt the fermentation process and cause the mixture to spoil. Let the mixture ferment for 3 to 7 days. You'll notice bubbles forming and the liquid turning a deep amber color. These are signs that the beneficial microbes are hard at work. Give it a sniff every day or two. A tangy, slightly sour aroma means the fermentation is going well. If you notice any foul or rotten smells, it's best to start over. Once the bubbling slows down and the color is rich and golden, it's time to strain out the onion skins. Pour the liquid through a fine mesh strainer, and compost the spent skins to return nutrients to your garden. The finished fermented onion tea should be a beautiful amber color, and have a pleasant, earthy scent. It's now ready to use as a nourishing tonic for your plants. That's all there is to it. No expensive equipment, no complicated steps. Just a simple, sustainable way to boost your garden's health using what you already have at home. Now, let's dive into the science behind why this humble homemade tea works so well for your plants. Onion skins are loaded with potassium, calcium, magnesium, and trace minerals, exactly what plants need to fight yellowing. Potassium helps water regulation and photosynthesis. Magnesium is the core of chlorophyll. Fermentation unlocks these nutrients, making them instantly available to roots and leaves. The process also creates organic acids and beneficial microbes, boosting plant health and soil life. When you use this tea, you're not just feeding your plants, you're improving your whole garden ecosystem. It's a holistic fix, not just a quick patch. Let's see it in action. I was skeptical until I tried this on my struggling pepper plants. They were yellowing, stunted, and barely producing. Usual fixes didn't work, so I gave them a deep watering with diluted onion tea, 1 part tea to 10 parts water. Within days, new growth was deep green and healthy. The yellowing stopped and the plants bounced back with bigger, better peppers. It was the only change I made. That one dose of homemade tonic outperformed every store-bought product I'd tried. Seeing is believing. This stuff works. If it revived my peppers, imagine what it can do for your garden. Ready to use it right? Here's how. Let's talk best practices. Make every drop count. Always dilute your onion tea, 1 part tea to 10 parts water. For a soil drench, water at the base so nutrients reach the roots and microbes enrich the soil. For a foliar spray, mist leaves, especially undersides, in the early morning or evening. Never spray in hot sun to avoid leaf burn. For yellowing plants, drench once a week for 2 to 3 weeks. For maintenance, use once every 3 to 4 weeks. Listen to your plants. Don't overdo it. This tonic is powerful, but moderation is key. Use it on seedlings, cuttings, or any plant needing a boost. Adjust frequency based on your garden's needs. Healthy plants need less. Struggling ones benefit most. Simple, effective, and safe. Now, let's look at some extra benefits. Onion tea does more than stop yellowing. Its natural antifungal and antibacterial compounds help prevent diseases like powdery mildew. Regular use builds plant resilience and strengthens cell walls. It's a great rooting stimulant. Try it for cuttings at a 1:20 dilution. For seedlings, use a weak mix for gentle first feeding. It's safe, organic, and supports strong roots and healthy growth from day one. Prevention is better than cure. Onion tea is your garden's gentle shield. Use it as part of your regular routine. Let's cover a few troubleshooting tips. A healthy ferment smells tangy, not rotten. If it smells bad or grows mold, toss it and start over. Use only clean jars and healthy dry skins, no rotten parts. Shallot and garlic skins work too. Variety adds more nutrients. Don't expect instant miracles. Foliar sprays act fast, but soil drenches take a week or two. This tea won't fix overwatering, pests, or bad soil pH. Use it as part of a holistic approach. Store finished tea in a sealed jar in the fridge. It keeps for weeks. Label it clearly. Don't confuse it with iced tea. Consistency is key for best results. Be patient and observe your plants. If you don't see improvement, check for other issues. Use as needed, not excessively. With these tips, you'll get the most from every batch. Now, it's your turn. From yellow leaves to thriving plants, you now have a simple, powerful solution: fermented onion skin tea. It's sustainable, free, and turns kitchen scraps into plant superfood. You're giving your garden essential nutrients, beneficial microbes, and natural disease resistance. Start saving your onion skins today. Brew a batch, try it on a struggling plant, and watch the transformation. Take before and after photos. You'll be amazed. Share this tip with fellow gardeners. Subscribe for more practical, science-backed gardening advice. Let's keep learning, growing, and making the most of what we have. Get brewing, and beat those yellow leaves for good. Happy gardening.